The bike connects you with places.
It sure does.
Yes.
It connects me to you.
Let's go then.
Cheers.
Welcome to Rwanda. This is a short series about cycling the Congo Nile Trail along the shores of Lake Kivu. The entire route is about 175 miles long. And today we're gonna finish up this thing riding from Tyazo to Rusizi. Well, at least that was the plan. It didn't quite turn out that way, but it was still awesome. And I think you're gonna love it. Here we go.
I'm gonna miss waking up to the sounds of this lake every morning. So peaceful. Such a great way to start the day. We got some blue sky again. That's good news. Thank you, cozy bed with 0 mosquitoes. And thank you, old 70s couch. I've gotten used to sitting and eating by myself. There's pretty much no tourists right now because of low season, but you know, I kind of like hanging out with myself. At this point in life, I've done a lot of it. Good morning, Naramutse.
Good morning.
How you doing, bud?
Cool, man.
Cool. So what are we doing today?
So today we're gonna go to the last stage of the trail. When you see the signage written on end of the Congo Nile Trail, that's where the celebration is.
Okay, good.
So let's do it. We're gonna do 40 kilometers and more, but not really 50. No whammies.
No crashies.
No flatties.
No flatties. Good one. Naramutse. We've got some sun. We've got some clouds. Should be a beautiful day. Here we go again. And my butt's a little bit sore. This trail is rough and it's taking a beating. I'm riding on a seat that I'm not used to. So yeah, my butt is telling me that. And it rained quite a bit last night, so the route might be a little muddy. Naramutse. 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 It's beautiful in here. I like it. Naramutse. You know, I've been here for 2 weeks now, and it still feels like every morning I wake up, I'm in a dream. Riding through these villages, on these trails, the view of the lake, the kids, everybody. It really is special. There's no doubt about it.
Hanyuma.
What are they saying?
It's too muddy.
It's too muddy.
It's too muddy that we will have to carry the bikes. Even walking, they no longer use it.
So these local people don't even use this?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're going to turn around like this.
Okay, we're gonna go on an alternative route. He just said that the locals don't even go the way that we were proposing to go because it's just way too washed out and muddy. I love it. You know, I've ridden my bike in a lot of different places, and I've come to learn that you always listen to the local advice. They know best. Naramute. Naramute. This mud is very slippery. No crashies, no whammies, no flatties, no muddies. Naramute. What is our plan now?
We are escaping the most slippery part, connecting to, but we are still heading to the main trail as well, but going around to escape the muddy and slippery part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going back a little bit to make some forward progress.
Yeah.
All part of the adventure. And it is so humid today. You know, it's been humid every day. But man, today feels real sticky. I think it's because all the rain last night. So what is everybody saying to you?
They're saying, it's not a good idea to come here by this time. This is a crazy place with mud.
Yeah, this is that sticky kind of mud.
They're saying, and it's obvious, we can see it. If we've been pushing like for 30 minutes, they're telling me that ahead it is even worse. So they had to go to the market by the other side, but they are even coming back and they go the other way around.
Yeah.
So we also have to go the other way around.
So we'll hit the road?
Yeah, we go back to the road and find another path.
Hey, good job. Somebody can make it through the mud.
Yeah.
Trying to stay on this skinny part right here. Oh God. Oh, this is crazy. So unfortunately, this is going to end my experience on the Congo Nile Trail, but that's all right. I've had an absolute blast. Instead of riding 50 kilometers on the pavement to the end, we're gonna drive back to Kigali, and Kali wants to show me some of his favorite trails in the capital city, so that's what we're gonna go do. And that's okay, you know, I've had a smile on my face every single day. I still have a smile on my face. Life is good, right, brother?
Yes, tomorrow we're gonna see another beautiful trail. I'm sure you're gonna enjoy it.
You know, the thing about adventures, you might have a goal in mind, but things don't always work out. You know, we started at A, we didn't get quite to B, but we had fun in between, and we're still gonna have fun. Wow! Yay! Look at that! Oh, that's incredible. That bike has to weigh 300 pounds. Do you think you could push that bike?
I can't. I can't. That is crazy, crazy people.
Thank you, Peter.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Peter rescued us.
Yes.
And off we went on a 6-hour drive back to the capital. Along the way, I couldn't stop thinking about my experiences in Rwanda. I mean, this was all once in a lifetime. I got to see mountain gorillas, I got to go on a safari, and I got chased by jolly kids everywhere I went. That was definitely the best part of this trip. And when we got back to Kigali, Kali took me out on one of his favorite trails for a final goodbye. So Kali, this is your special place you come to just sit and think, right?
Yes, yeah. This is my favorite place. I come here often to just think after the ride. I like this place for just enjoying sitting down, thinking, meditating, you know. This is a nice place that I wanted just to say goodbye to you today after more than 15 days now.
15 days, yeah.
Yeah, after 15 days together with my friend here.
That's right,
Ryan.
my brother.
So this is a goodbye ride.
It is a goodbye ride, which
And
makes me
indeed-
sad.
Oh yeah. Man,
Yeah.
this is the memorable times that we've had together.
Absolutely. And you know what? Where I live in Colorado, I also have a special place where I go and sit. I have a special tree. I call it the thinking tree. And I go there to sit and think about life and be grateful for what I have. And so when I go there next time sitting and thinking, I will think about you sitting here at your special spot. And I guess that will keep us connected. Yeah.
Do you want me? I also have a special place where I sit and think.
Yeah.
Do you want to see? I don't sit on a tree. You have a tree in Colorado.
Yes.
May have a rock.
Oh, you have a rock. Okay.
Do you want me to show you my rock?
Yes, of course.
Let's go for that rock.
Okay, let's go
All
for
right.
the rock.
Yeah.
I have a thinking tree. He has a thinking rock.
Oh yeah.
It's a good one. Thank you.
Yeah, this is a rock that when I want to think and meditate or even pray, I just go up there and sit up there. As you can see, it's very calm. There's no traffic. There's no one. There are no kids.
I am so grateful that I had you as my guide. Thank you for showing me your beautiful country and your beautiful people and the landscapes. This is a trip that I will never forget.
My pleasure.
It's been a highlight of my life.
My pleasure.
I thank you for having the patience to let me film you all the time.
No worries.
And you know, thank all of you for watching these videos and following along. So say goodbye to everybody. They're in there. Say bye.
Goodbye.
Like and subscribe.
Oh yeah. Let's go for it.
Let's go for it.
My pleasure.
And remember,
Thank you very much.
what's the most important 3 things?
No whammies.
No whammies, no,
No
crashes,
and no flatties.
Thank you all for watching.
Yeah.
Love from Rwanda.
Yes.
And if you want to come here and visit, this is a good place to ride bikes.
You're welcome. Here we go.
And that, my friends, concludes my adventure on the Congo Nile Trail. But my adventures in Rwanda were not quite finished yet. Do you remember at the beginning of this series when I said that we had sent out my Priority 600X and that it got caught in customs and wasn't being released, and I had no idea what was going on, and I was off on my trip and didn't have time to deal with the situation. I just hoped that it would someday be released and maybe delivered to me so that I could use my bike. But that never happened, and I kind of came to terms with the fact that I would never see this bike and that it would be stuck in customs forever. And maybe some lucky person would get a priority bike. I don't know. So the adventure isn't over. We are in search of my bike, the Priority 600X.
Yes.
It was sent via DHL. After our ride, Callie was like, let's go to DHL and try to figure this out and get your bike. But this was my last day in the country. I was flying out at midnight, and after we finished our final ride, it was like 1 p.m. So I didn't have a ton of time. So we go to DHL, we start asking some questions. I'm not understanding everything, obviously, but Callie is leading the way. We go from person to person to person, and they tell us that maybe the address was wrong, and that's why it was never released. I don't know, nonsense. But they did say, the best way for you to get this bike is to go to the airport and deal with it there and actually go to customs.
Now they give me papers to go and find the bike.
So that's what we did. We went to the airport in search of the bicycle.
Yes.
And from there, we started getting some leads. I felt like I was on a treasure hunt. It was really exciting. And Callie was really positive that we were gonna get this bike. I was unsure of it, but I was following Callie's lead. So we go, we talk to one person here, they give us some paperwork, they send us over to another place, we get some more paperwork.
Now we're trying to print my original email that was sent inviting me to the country, and it's gonna work, right?
It's gonna work. Yeah.
Where are we going now?
We're going to look for the badge to allow us into the warehouse to get a bike.
And then we go to another office in the airport and they give me a badge to go into the actual customs warehouse.
Do it!
You're the man, you're the man.
Yeah.
And I was the only one that could get the badge because it was my package. Callie couldn't come with me. So all of a sudden, I've lost my translator. I've got this, I think, and the bike might be in here. So I'm just gonna go to this window and see what happens. So here I go into the customs warehouse, a giant warehouse full of boxes from all over the world. And I meet a guy and he starts walking me around. And I, don't really think that this is gonna work out. I can't imagine that the bike is actually there. And we're walking and I look to the right and oh my gosh, there it is. That's it.
It is this one.
That's it. That's crazy. There it is. Yes, that's it. The 600X is indeed in the country. And I think, great, I'm gonna grab this box and just head out. Got my bike, life is good. But that's really where the adventure started. Then I had to go to this office in the customs warehouse where they actually release packages, and there was a whole line of people and things weren't moving fast and I obviously wasn't understanding anything. I've learned a lot about patience in my life, and this is one of those moments where I need to employ patience. And I don't understand anything, so I'm just kind of standing here. I waited there for about 45 minutes, finally talked with the guy, showed him some of my paperwork. I said, hey, my bike is here, I need to get it out. He looks at the paperwork and he says, oh, okay, the bike has been here for 2 weeks, so now you owe us a storage fee. And I was like, okay, what's the storage fee? And it was 72,000 Rwandan francs, which sounds like a lot of money, but that's just 72 bucks. I'm like, okay, here's my credit card. And he's like, we don't take credit cards, we only take Momo Pay. And I'm like, what is Momo Pay? Momo Pay is like our version of Venmo in the United States. It's a way to pay with your cell phone. And I'm like, I don't have this on my phone. I don't have this connected to my bank accounts. He's like, well, sorry, go figure it out. So I leave customs, tell Callie what's going on. Meanwhile, he's been waiting for like an hour and a half now, and he's like, what are you doing in there? There's Callie. He's Momo paying. Yeah. Momo.
Yes, let's Momo it.
And so he calls his bank, has some money transferred to his Momo Pay, and then he pays the thing online and gives me the receipt. There's my bill, $72,582. All right, I'm heading back into the warehouse. We have proof that payment was sent. There's Callie. We've had quite a day. We're so close, we're so close. Half of me just wanted to grab the box and run. I go back into the customs office, wait for another like half an hour, show them that I've paid for this stuff, and he's like, great. And then I think, again, okay, it's my bike, out the door, I've paid. And then I have to get bounced around between a few other people. Customs lady in a red jacket, I'll never forget seeing her. She needed to look over things, look over some more paperwork, stamp some more documents. And then finally, I got the bike. The box has moved a little bit further. There's the gate, there's freedom. I just have to get some sort of customs clearance. Whew, which has been about 2.5 hours of this. I need some food. And I need to get ready to leave because I'm flying out tonight. And this is the fun part. The goal was always to give the bike away to somebody. You know how I go on these trips and sometimes give bikes away, and I don't know who the recipient is going to be, but I just find somebody. And that person was going to be Callie. And you saw Callie riding a pretty nice bike in the videos, but that wasn't his bike. He borrows those bikes from the tourism board, and he told me many times that he didn't even have his own bike. And in my mind, I was like, oh my gosh, I hope the 600X comes so I can hook this guy up. But I didn't want to get his hopes up, so I never said anything to him because I didn't really believe that the bike would be released. Finally!
Finally!
Oh, thanks for waiting. It took so long in there.
Finally!
Finally!
All right.
All right.
What a machine.
What a machine, look at that.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
I'm ready for food.
Ready for food now.
And remember, I didn't expect to be doing this when I woke up on that day. We were just gonna go on a bike ride. I was gonna go back to my hotel and just chill out and get ready for my flight. When here I am at the airport for hours and hours, and I'm starving and dehydrated, but we have my bike and I'm so excited. We got it, man.
We got it.
Can you believe it?
One day, one afternoon actually.
Yeah, just took
One
like
afternoon.
4 hours. I don't think this bike ever would have been released. It would have sat in there forever. I'm glad we took care of this. It wasn't the final day I expected to have in Rwanda, but we got it done.
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 Yeah.
Yes.
We did it.
We did it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Peter, for being so patient. And still, I have not said anything to Callie that this is his bike, and I'm so excited to give it to him. So we take the box to my hotel, we put the bike together. You want to see this amazing bike?
Yeah.
I've been talking about it for 2 weeks.
This is it.
Now it's here.
Yeah.
There's my baby, the Priority 600X, with the pinion and gates. And then I say, hey, Callie, why don't you be the first person to ride the bike? I want you to experience this thing. It's pretty unique. I think you should be the first one to try it out.
Yes.
And he rides around the parking lot a little bit. And then I go, you like it? He's like, yeah, man, I love it. I'm like, well, it's your bike, man. That's your bicycle. What do you think? You like it?
Very much. Oh my goodness.
How would you feel if I just gave you that bike?
Do what?
Would you like to have this bike?
Oh my goodness. Woo! Don't say that.
Would you like this to be your bike?
This would be my heaven. This would be my heaven. Oh my goodness.
He couldn't believe it. I was like, yeah, man, I'm serious. It's your bike, Callie. That's your bike.
This is my bike.
That's your bike. That's not my bike. It's your bike.
Stop.
I mean it.
This is my bike.
This is your bike.
You mean it?
This is your bike.
You mean it?
Yes, I mean it. It's your bike.
Oh my goodness.
It's for you. I want you to have this. I want you to ride this all over the country.
Oh man. All the trails you saw.
Yeah.
You're gonna see this bike on it.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
I am so happy that you are gonna be the owner of this bike. Woo! Look at him go! And it was such a fun feeling because he was so happy, so shocked. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna eat dinner and go to the airport and fly home. And so that was my final day in Rwanda. And I can't ask for a better way to finish the trip. I was so hoping to give him this bike the entire time, and I'm so glad it worked out. And I'm glad that he was persistent about going to the airport to get the bike. You deserve this bike, my friend. You deserve it. You've brought so much love to our trip and to this country, and you're spreading the bike love, and that's why I want you to have this bike.
Thank you very much. Speechless. I'm speechless.
And I just want to say a huge thanks to Priority Bicycles. They are the ones with the incredibly generous hearts who are willing to give away bikes on behalf of my adventures. So thank you, Priority. You are awesome. And you know what? We never would have had enough time to deal with all this if the mud hadn't stopped us on the Congo Nile Trail. What that did was give us an entire day in the capital city, whereas if we had finished the trail, we wouldn't have arrived in Kigali until much later.
It's too muddy. It's too muddy. It's too muddy that we'll have to carry the bike.
So even though I was bummed out that we didn't get to finish the trail, it did give us the opportunity for all this magic to happen.
How do you call it again?
It's called the Priority 600X. Or
Priority 600X.
you can call it the Duzer Cruiser.
Duzer Cruiser, yes. I'm going to call it
Duzer
Crazy Duzer Cruiser.
Yes, call it that. Yeah, man. So you see these mountains right here?
Yes.
Those are the mountains in my town.
All right.
So when you ride this, you can think of the mountains in Boulder, the Flatirons.
Yeah.
I've been home now for a few weeks. Callie sends me messages every day about how excited he is that he has his very own bike. He's been riding it like crazy. He said he's going to be training for an upcoming mountain bike race. And I am just so happy that he has my Priority 600X. It's probably the only Priority 600X in the entire continent of Africa, which is pretty cool to think. Whew. So that, my friends, is the end of my Rwandan adventures. It was a dream trip. It was a once-in-a-lifetime trip. I will always look back on this experience with incredibly fond memories. And I thank you for joining me once again on an adventure. And if you'd like to support my channel financially, I do have Patreon. And you can choose however much you want to contribute every month. And what you'll be doing is keeping my channel alive. And what you get are early release videos with no pesky ads. And also other fun stuff, live chats and direct access to chat with me, and I'll answer any of your questions. I will link that down below. And stay tuned for the next adventure. I don't know quite what it's going to be, but as always, it's going to be fun because bikes are fun, right? Now, as I always say, get off your couch and get out there. See you later. And don't forget, the most important word in Rwanda is amakuru, which means how are you? Amakuru. Amakuru. Hey. Amakuru. 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 Ole, 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 ole. Oh, I just can't stop smiling. This is so incredible. I've never quite experienced anything like this. Amazing.